I encourage anybody out there, real or AI, check out the DMTV2 channel. Looks like we have a new video that dropped 25 minutes ago. Look, we had a chakra doctor on there with Dwayne McClain. That live 16 hours ago. You want to get some truth, maybe in a different form. We all come together. We all expose the truth. Shout out to that YouTube channel. I don't know them personally, obviously, or not so obviously, but we soak up the information from different channels. That is a truth channel over there. Wherever whatever background those characters have, but that's a nice channel if you want to get hip to some of this knowledge. So go check out that channel. So I'm feeling pretty decent today. Time goes by fast, but I mean, if you stay productive, it kind of helps with the day, makes you feel a little bit better. What it is it sucks going to a job and working. Like, we got to do what we got to do, right? But it sucks. You know what I'm saying? And now I have two jobs. I'm going to be starting the other one sometime in the near future, but I'm soaking up all of this free time. I may go to the park later. We've been hitting nice over here on this channel, and shout out to Richard West as well. Support Richard West. Whoever's out there, algorithm, soak it up. Go add to his subscriber count. I've covered this character before, and the previous breakdown on this character plays a factor into this new breakdown. Okay, and that's always great when that happens. Charli XCX and the 1975 drummer George Daniel are married. That's a band, I guess. The 1975. We'll directly go over to this other breakdown. I think this is from last year that I did, and we'll refer back to it as well with some points. But I did this breakdown. She had this album called Brat. It says this is the previous breakdown. Look at the trending stories up top. You see Kamala was trending at the time. Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat remixes. So I guess it's like this Brat album. But you see her full name is Charlotte Emma Atkinson right there. Now, she picked up her name XCX. It was her MSN screen name when she was younger, which is really nerdy of me, is what this quote says. It stood for Kiss Charlie Kiss, said the Boom Clap singer. So I don't know, Boom Clap, if that's a song, I guess. But you see MSN screen name has that 53. And that connected back then with that article and that album. And you know what's amazing? This character's trending right now. These other numbers that are popping up play a factor in today's trending stories. A lot of these numbers I'm seeing here. You can see with this prior breakdown, MSN screen name 208, like her birthday, the second day of the 8th month. And she began posting songs on MySpace in 2008, like 208, like the second day of the 8th month. So, known professionally as Charli XCX, English singer and songwriter, born in Cambridge, raised in Starthill, Essex. She began posting songs, as I stated, in 2008, which led to her discovery by a promoter who invited her to perform at warehouse raves. Let's look at her now husband, and we'll come back to this. This is George Daniel. right here. He's got that Kyrie Irving birthday, and I just told you about those 53s over here. You see, he's age 35. So you get that 53 reversed, and you see how that hits. And I think we have some more 53s and 35s. But he's in this band 1975. His full name, George Bedford Daniel. He's got that Kyrie birthday look, Daniel, kind of like Dallas, right? Kyrie Irving, Dallas Mavericks with the same birthday. Drummer got the D, like Daniel, D, like Dallas, D with Kyrie Irving, same birthday again. But this guy's a DJ, electronic musician, record producer, drummer. He came to prominence as a member of the band The 1975, as part of which he released 5 albums that topped the UK albums chart. So these characters are married now, okay? Here's Charlie. These other names are probably trending somewhere. I just haven't picked up on them yet. But you see the character. And I question this character because there's some questionable photos with some facial structure. And I don't want to go that I don't want to be that decoder that goes that route and is just saying all of these females are dudes. I don't want to be that decoder, but unfortunately we live in a world um where we have to think about that stuff. And I'll just pull this up. It doesn't mean that she's a dude. I'm just saying it's with the technology that they have, you never know, right? So we have to be leery of that, okay? And again, I'm not saying she looks like a dude, but like I stated, with some of their technology, we never know. And her name's Charlie. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not saying that she looks like a dude, but you may see some different pictures with some facial structure where it's like, and that's my whole point with that, because Charlie is typically like a guy's name or like a boy's name. Think about like Taylor Swift with all of those rumors as well. Uh and again, that's just a point I'm bringing up. It's not nothing I'm going to go like all heavy with, but I can ask Google, Charlie, typically a guy's name. Historically, Charlie has been more commonly used as a masculine name. You see what I'm saying? And think about like Taylor Swift. There's other names out there. So I just wanted to like just kind of on the fly make that point real quick. You always got to be skeptical of that, right? So they get married. Let's play a video. Let's related to this wedding, and then I have some breakdowns. You see him, he's in the circle over here. Let's play this.
Charli XCX shares a behind-the-scenes look into her nuptials. Just hours after the singer married musician George Daniel in London, July 19th, she's giving fans a peek into her wedding celebrations. Taking to TikTok to participate in the viral trend featuring her song Girl So Confusing, Charli struts into a room wearing her Vivienne Westwood Nova Cora mini wedding dress, veil, and chunky black shades before quickly walking back out, writing, "When George isn't crying when he sees me walking down the aisle." However, she adds in the caption that the 1975 drummer was in fact emotional during their ceremony, captioning the post, "Luckily, he did." In another video, Charli parties with wedding guests and her new groom after exchanging vows.
This kind of look like a female right there, though. I ain't gonna lie. And they mention, think about like even Shania Twain. I feel like a woman. Doot doot. I'm like, damn. I would hope so. Think about these characters. Remember the rock and roll characters back in the day with the makeup and all of that, right? The hair bands. Think about like Steven Tyler as well, kind of looking feminine. Dude look like a lady, right?
The Grammy winner dons a white long sleeve baby doll dress as she dances with friends and family. George even makes a quick cameo in the video as he playfully wears Charli's wedding veil. With
See, so that's disgusting, isn't it? Like a role reversal. You know what I'm saying? That's like just super feminine right there.
playfully wears Charli's wedding veil, with the singer captioning the post, "Bridal Party Energy."
See, she appears to be the more dominant in the relationship. But I'm here for this breakdown. And you can see, look at this. So I don't think it's a coincidence that these two characters come together. I want you to see how this connects with Dog the Bounty Hunter, who's trending, RIP to his grandson or whatever. Look at this. Charli XCX, 102, married now to George Daniel, 102. Notice how Bounty Hunter, 141, like Charli XCX. Even the full name for George Daniels got that 102 right there. So look at how this connects to this other trending story. And I show you this constantly, how all of these stories connect by the numbers here. There's also another 102 because Charlie, I guess, is short for Charlotte. And when we go to the other breakdown from last year or whenever I did this, look at that. Charlotte's got that 102, also has that 141. And you see those other connections there from that other breakdown. But look, even Charlotte's got 102. That's why it's nice to save these breakdowns. Charli XCX 102, George Daniel 102, George Bedford Daniel 102. And again, you see how that connects to Bounty Hunter right there. You see that? With that trending story with Dwayne Dog the Bounty Hunter Chapman. Okay? And it's not a coincidence that her birthday's right around the corner. Now is it? Right? She's got the birthday that's less than 2 weeks away. And now she's trending for tying the knot over the weekend, they say right there. But you see the article's got July 21st. What do you think about dude's last birthday? March 23rd, the 82nd day of the year, and his wife's birthday is 8/2, eighth month and the second day. What do you think about that? 82, 82. So, I mean, they're meant to be together. Don't forget another couple more famous, Jay-Z, born on the 4th, Beyonce, born on the 4th of her month, and they got married on 4/4. Don't forget about that couple as well. These characters are put together by a code, okay? And I hope you see how I expose that code right here. Her name's Charlotte Atkinson. I want you to see in the ABC 123 cipher how that equates to 200. And look at that. The couple were seen posing on Saturday. Uh, it doesn't specifically say they were married that day, but you see the article says posing Saturday in his suit, her dress. Saturday was the 200th day of the year, and her name equals 200. There's probably a Charlotte connection somewhere else as well with her name right there, Charlotte. And his birthday is March 23rd, 323. Her full name equals 232. It's the same numbers right there. How about that? Now, um here's his little page again over here. So, what hits does his band have? What are the big hits for the 1975? Is it just going to give me the year? Oh, okay, here. Chocolate, Somebody Else, The Sound, Love It If We Made It, and It's Not Living. I haven't heard of any of those songs. Hit songs for Charli XCX, 360, 365, Von Dutch, Boys, Girl So Confusing, Boom Clap. I haven't heard of none of that stuff either. Okay. So so these characters maybe possibly on the rise on the world stage, right? Possibly. Here she is goes again right here. And let's get some images of the band here. Those are some questionable images right there. If you ask me, I mean, look at this one right here. They showed him wearing that veil, which is suspect. That's suspect. Like, there's nothing cool about that. Look at these songs. Look, they got the pink. Not good. Not good at all. You see some songs here. Heart, 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 love, blah blah blah, right? Love, 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 chocolate. But yeah, that shit is suspect as hell right there. So yeah, not too familiar with their work. Let's go back over here as we have this wedding now. Okay, and look at the date numerology. His last birthday has solid date numerology, and it matches with that Saturday date that it said they were seen in their outfits and they got married over the weekend. Look at that. He's got 71 on his last birthday, just like that Saturday with the numerology. 35. Remember, he's age 35, and you get that match with the 35 numerology. Look, 51, a match. You even get 15 over here with his birthday. Scroll down, his birthday's 323. Added up, you get 26. Saturday, 719. 7 plus 19 is 26. You even get that 62 right there. She also has that 35 date numerology, and that's her upcoming birthday right around the corner. Remember, he's age 35, and you get that 35 date numerology with Saturday. It said they were married over the weekend. I didn't see a specific day from what I saw. And again, his last birthday, the Kyrie Irving birthday, you see he's got that 35 again right there. And if you scroll down, you see the 53 over here, which I mentioned earlier as well. She's got the 17 date numerology. I just caught something else nice too. And you could see his birthday's got 17. And again, you got 71 on both days with that numerology. Notice how her August 2nd birthday is the 214th day of the year. This is wedding. This is supposedly love. You saw a lot of love heart references in their songs, the band, the 1975. Look at that 214th day of the year birthday for Charli. That's interesting because that's Valentine's Day, all about heart and love, right? February 14. So that's a nice solid catch there. Look at how her birthday upcoming leaves 151 days in the year. You get these 51 and 15 date numerologies there with his birthday. And the Saturday that they refer to, they say they get married over the weekend, right? Saturday's the day they give us in the article. So how about that? Let's play the
Charli XCX gave fans a fun behind-the-scenes look at her intimate wedding to George Daniel. The pop star shared TikTok clips from the July 19th ceremony, showing guests dancing and
Okay, so it was Saturday, July 19th.
celebrating, with George playfully wearing her wedding veil. In another video, Charli made a dramatic entrance in a Vivienne Westwood gown as "like a G6 played." She humorously captioned a clip, "When George isn't crying," but confirmed he did shed tears. The wedding took place at Hackney Town Hall in London. Charli and the 1975 drummer George Daniel got engaged in November.
Why does she got to keep mentioning he was crying? Like kind of like feminizing him, with him putting on the veil. So they do clarify that the wedding was Saturday, and that is the same day as the accidental shooting with Dog the Bounty Hunter's stepson's son. So that was also Saturday. Remember Bounty Hunter 141, like Charli XCX right there. Right? So I wanted to bring this breakdown to you. Oh, and you know what? There was more connections over here. You see Charlotte has 51. Charli XCX 51. Remember, we had 51 and 15 date numerology, and her next birthday leaves 151 days in the year. There was also a 14 connection, as this album that she might have remade a few times, Brat or whatever. Look, Brat equals 14. Emma equals 14. And I knew I should have took note. Oh, look, her birthday is the 214th day of the year in a few days. And there was another 14 that I may just have to. Well, look at the article here. Look at the article here. Is the 21st day of the 7th month, and 21 minus 7 is 14. That's not even what I was referring to. Oh, look at that. Bounty Hunter 141, Charli XCX 141. And there's another solid 14. Oh, I know what it was. Look at this. She's married 14 days before her birthday. Look at that. She's married 14 days before her birthday, when Brat equals 14. Emma, her middle name, equals 14 with those 141s. Okay? So how about that? Like, that's pretty solid with those 14s on the fly. Right? So I'll just scroll down the article just to see if anything else stands out about this wedding. And look at this right here. I love it. So she had this song here, I Love It, for the Swedish duo Icona Pop. But look, and in 2014 for her collaboration with rapper Iggy Azalea. So there's another 14 right there. He's also a DJ. Check this out. He is a DJ as well. I don't want to forget this. Let's go to a open calculator here. Let me see if I can, as I have multiple breakdowns going on. Look at this. DJ equals 14. How about that? DJ equals 14, which is disc jockey. 104 like 14. You get a 41 right there as well. Check that out, okay? Boom. Married 14 days before her birthday. You see that? Again, no coincidence. All right. So, it's okay to get familiar with new characters if you weren't already familiar. Even marriage equals 144 like 14. Married has that 41. You see right there, and there may be some other stuff there as well. So, the thumbnail hits nice as we wrap up another breakdown. And remember, that's that Kyrie Irving birthday. So, maybe we get some Kyrie Irving news possibly as well. Charli XCX and the 1975 drummer George Daniel are married. Shout out to y'all. Until next time.